Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Top 10 British songs they'd never get away with now.
Ain't we?
Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 British songs they'd never get away with now.
When I look at my China girl.
Before we begin, we publish new content every videos.
For this
What do
list,
they mean
we'll
by
be looking
that?
at songs performed
Offensive.
by British artists that aged like milk due to lyrics that can
Like
be perceived
milk?
as insensitive in the modern day. Did we miss any?
Because, you know, like when we talked about Eminem, for example, how he used to use F word, that was acceptable
yeah.
back then. Now you can't do that. So I'm sure it's going to be something similar that was acceptable, but now you can't.
Out, let us know some more poorly aged tunes in the comments. Number 10, Spasticus Autisticus, Ian Dury. 1981 was declared the International Year of Disabled Persons by the United Nations. Well, this didn't sit
Wow.
right with Ian Dury, who was also asked many times to help with related charity events. After suffering from polio for most of his life, he felt this was patronising to people with disabilities. So he wrote Spasticus Autisticus in protest.
I'm Spasticus Autisticus. I'm Spasticus.
The song played
I don't really understand what that means, though.
like like autistic.
Autisticus part I get, but what is Spasticus?
plays on the famous scene from 1960s Spartacus, where a load of people claim they're the gladiator to protect the real one.
I'm Spasticus. I'm Spasticus. I'm Spasticus Autisticus. I'm Spasticus.
Even when the song was released, many radio stations, including the BBC, refused to play it, but it still resonated with some. It even
So, I
made a
mean, they didn't really get away with it either then if nobody played it. So I don't...
Yeah, I thought they got away with.
Yeah, that's how I would
That doesn't
understand.
count.
surprise appearance at the opening ceremony for the 2012 London Paralympics. Number 9, Meet
So I guess the disabled embraced it then.
Julie, Ali G and Shaggy. Sacha Baron Cohen's character of Ali G is already a bit of a controversial
You know
creation.
who that is, Ali G?
Respect Shabba.
You don't know Ali G? It's Borat. It's the same guy.
It's the same
It's the
guy.
same guy, yeah.
Oh, he give me
There
second
have even been
embarrassment.
protests and threats of legal action against the character for what they believe is racist stereotyping. In 2002, Cohen released the film Ali G in the House, and alongside it, published the song Me Julie,
Honestly, to be fair, everything he does is
Yeah,
it's very
hard to
embarrassing.
watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very embarrassing.
that featured him and Shaggy. And it's filled with lots and lots of misogyny and crass innuendos. Nowadays, even with satire, topics like this can easily miss the mark and just offend people instead.
Ooh.
Number 8, Kung Fu Fighting, Carl Douglas.
What? This is iconic.
I guess you know, insensitive
Oh.
towards
Likely Carl
Asians.
Douglas's hit Kung Fu Fighting stuck in
Kind of like stereotyping, you know.
your head on repeat. Created as a throwaway homage to martial art films, the tune took the top spot in the singles chart all over the world. Yet today, the song is getting much less publicity. The main reason stems from its stereotyping of Asian culture. In 2011, Simon Ledger was performing the controversial hit at a bar on the Isle of Wight. A Chinese man walking by heard the song. He listened to the iffy lyrics and took offence. He claims he was then subjected to racist abuse and called the cops. Ledger was arrested for his performance, but released shortly after.
Wow.
Police say there is
Wow.
insufficient evidence to
Took a
prove
twist.
any criminal offence had been committed.
Number 7.
The
In the
only time I
summertime,
heard it was in Rush Hour. Aside
Yeah,
from that, that's
me
it.
too. That's the only time I've heard it.
Mungo Jerry. In the summertime has popped up in many classic British shows over the years. Its relaxed, whimsical melody seems to resonate with the public. But when you examine the lyrics, yikes. For starters, if her daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If her daddy's poor, just do what you feel. seemingly implies that if a woman is from a rich family, be respectful.
Daddy's rich, take her out for a meal.
That's
Oh,
this
that's the
song.
song.
Just do what you feel.
But if she's poor, then there are no rules. Then there's the lyric, have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find, which seems
Oh,
to advocate
yeah.
I don't
drink
even
driving.
hear what I was listening to.
Go out and see what you can
Yeah, this I guess the lyrics are a little not too socially acceptable nowadays. Like maybe not even so much the women part. The women part, there's still a lot of misogyny music, so that I guess you can go the way. But the drinking and driving, that's a big no-no nowadays.
In fact, in 1994, the UK's Department of Transport used that part of the song in a haunting anti-drink driving campaign. Number 6, Under My Thumb, The Rolling Stones. For a band that's been performing for 60 years, the Rolling Stones have remarkably had not too much controversy. But their song, Under My Thumb, is probably one place where there is a Stones scandal. The song is about the power dynamics between a man and a woman in a relationship. Throughout, the narrator is proud of radically changing the behaviour of the woman and putting her under his control, instead of perhaps breaking up with her like a rational person. All of her changes are down to him, and now, as the lyrics say, she's the sweetest
So I guess this is the whole Kanye kind of situation. His he's still wife, right?
Oh, I don't know.
pet in the world. Yikes. Many people have taken shots at the controlling and misogynistic lyrics, which is fair.
Interesting that women are standing there vibing to the song too.
Number 5. Your mother's got a Goldie Lookin' Chain. In the mid-2000s,
What?
the
Got a
heyday
what?
of Welsh hip-hop group Goldie Lookin' Chain, they loved to satire as much as possible. But still, sometimes they crossed a line that wouldn't work today. In fact, this song was often called Your Mother on the radio rather than its full name to avoid mentioning certain organs.
Your mother's got a penis. Your mother's got a penis.
I guess your mother's got a penis. That's what they're saying.
Your mother's got a penis. That's right.
There are many ways to interpret
I
the
don't
lyrics of this
see how
song,
that's
with
offensive,
some
though.
suggesting it's transphobic. Either way, the
Oh, that's not how I took it. I thought she's acting like a man. That's what I understood.
crude manner in which our rapping narrator describes the target of his ire
Look at
is
that phone,
seldom
though.
heard on radios in this
Yeah,
day
I
and
can't
age.
even imagine.
Just have a listen for yourself, and you'll hear some rather vulgar bars.
Your mother got a penis. Your mother's got a penis. Your mother's got a penis. Your mother's got a penis.
Number
Yeah, I guess I can see their perspective being a trans issue.
4. Killing an Arab, The Cure.
Oh.
Oh boy. You can probably see why this one made the list for the song
Yeah,
name alone.
yeah,
While
that's-
Robert Smith claimed it was composed to condense his impressions of the 1942 novel L'Étranger by Albert Camus, others have a different view, promoting violence against Arabs.
I mean,
Yeah, I would not be too happy about that.
honestly, this song is like even back then. I don't think it should have been acceptable. Like that's not
Well,
something
you
that.
weren't able to perform it, I guess.
Yeah, but that's not something that has changed in our society. That killing used to be okay. Like I don't. Was it? I don't
The song has come back into culture during certain events, such as September 11th. To avoid further controversy, The Cure has changed its name a few times. It's been called Kissing a Stranger and Killing Another. But they have reverted to its original name at times too. Either way, a song that can be interpreted as promoting racial slaying definitely wouldn't be played on radios today. Number 3. Run for Your Life, The Beatles. When you think of the Beatles, most will think of floppy-haired Liverpudlians changing the music landscape with their catchy tunes. Then you hear the opening lines of Run for Your Life and have a very different, creepy view of the group. After all, the song is all about the jealous narrator threatening their girlfriend's life if she chooses to leave him
wow.
for another man.
Wow.
Fun. To make it worse, the woman is referred to as the patronizing little girl throughout, as John Lennon mutters threats. With the allegations of Lennon's personal life being very dodgy, the song becomes even more
They always
disturbing.
walk like that? Like their album cover?
And
Yeah.
I think we're going to listen to Here Comes the Sun later to wash that audible ick away. Number 2, Good Morning Little Schoolgirl. Rod
Okay,
Stewart.
that's gross.
Yeah, again, from the title, you can see where this is going.
Yeah,
In
that's
1937, John Lee Sonny Boy Williamson released the blues song Good Morning Schoolgirl. Well, Rod Stewart decided to cover it in 1964 for some reason and changed the name slightly. On the plus side, the opening lyrics immediately let you know that it's a dodgy song.
Good morning, little schoolgirl. Good morning, little schoolgirl.
Mm-hmm.
The narrator starts by asking the little schoolgirl
The thing is, when you listening to that melody and just the way he sings, sounds so innocent. But when like you actually
It's
read it,
creepy.
yeah, it's creepy.
if he can go home with her and that she should tell her parents that he was a schoolboy once as well, to, we guess,
Once.
their
Wow.
minds at ease.
Tell your mother and your papa. I once was a schoolboy too.
Sure how
Wow.
that meeting would go when a child brings back an adult man to meet her parents with that message, but probably not great.
Yikes.
Number 1, China Girl, Iggy Pop and David Bowie. Whilst Iggy Pop and David Bowie were hanging
Wow.
out in Europe, the two created China Girl.
Puffy's known to never perform with a shirt. I've never seen him
Who
with a
is he?
shirt.
Why is he the name familiar?
I don't know why for you, but I just know
Why is
Iggy
it for
Pop.
you?
But I remember him always being shirtless.
Oh.
Recently he performed, and they showed how he's still without a shirt. That's why there was an article written up for him.
Okay.
Allegedly, it was put together because Pop was infatuated with a Vietnamese woman, already off to a bad start there with mixing up nationalities. After Pop released his
Oh.
version in 1977, Bowie wanted to have a go in 1983. And we're not sure why. The lyrics are patronising throughout by referring to the woman as Little China Girl. They also get dark with the line, "You shouldn't mess with me, I'll ruin everything you are."
You shouldn't mess with me. I'll ruin everything you are.
Jeez, Bowie. On top of this, the music video is pretty dodgy. At one point, Bowie makes a racist gesture and smiles as though it's a cutesy joke.
Saw these stars crashing
Wow.
Do you agree with our
Whoosh.
pick?
Yikes.
Whoosh. Wow.
Um,
Interesting video.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.